Okay, ladies, if you'd like to clear the pool now, please, out to the side. Iris, not over the timing pads, please. Pink Lily, out to the pool, please. Okay, I think we're ready to get the gala underway, but first, can you please show your appreciation and welcome the technical officials onto the pool side. Okay, officials, thank you very much. You may now take your seats. Okay, I think we're pretty much ready to get the gala underway. So we'll be starting off with event 601, which is the open male 14 to 16 years, 800 meters freestyle team. Just the one heat in this one, and it's a full 8 lanes. So there's the gentlemen all coming out now. So it's going to be a bit fast and furious, this one.
I'll say just whilst the boys are getting themselves ready. Good morning, welcome to everyone on YouTube. Feet up, sit back, relax, enjoy those bacon and sausage butties. Oh yes, as we said, relays incoming. Gentlemen, this is event 601, the open males 14 to 16 years, 4 times 200 meters freestyle relays. There is one heat of this event. You are now in the control of your referees.
In lane 1, we have Wigan Best. Lane 2, Preston. Lane 3, Ramsbottom. Lane 4, City of Liverpool. Lane 5, Stockport Metro. Lane 6, Bolton Metro. Lane 7, Stockport Metro B. And in lane 8, Bebington. And so it begins. Just looking at first 50 meters. Looks like lane 4, that's Ethan Kelly from City of Liverpool. It's just taken that slight early lead from lane 5 from Stockport. Just at the halfway mark on the first leg. So it looks like City Liverpool, Stockport Metro. That's Ethan Kelly and Daniel Codaverde. That looks like Daniel starting to push Ethan now. I'm not far behind over there in lane 6 with Bolton Metro. That's Leo Talbot. These look like 1, 2, 3. Just coming into the final turn of this first leg. Really not much in it. Wow, 12 100ths per second. We've got Daniel Codaverde, Ethan Kelly from City Liverpool, Slugging it out with 25 metres to go. Second leg swimmers are getting ready, and certainly Daniel Codaverde is going to give Stockport Metro that early lead. Good little takeover there.
Yes, once again, good morning from me. Great action underway so far, and it is Stockport Metro A leading the way from City of Liverpool. Little bit of information for you. Last year's last place entry time for this event at the British Champs was a time of 8 minutes 28.29. So again, if the teams get under that, it's not guaranteeing them a place, but it's a little bit of an idea. That's 8 minutes 28.29. So again, we've got our front two. As we said, Stockport Metro A leading from City of Liverpool. After that, it is Bolton Metro. Got a nice battle going on in 2 and 3. Looks like Ben Saxby in 2. Oh, sorry, Ben Saxby in 3 with Reece Pownall in 2. Yeah, again, as you've seen on the stream, fantastic turns, as you would expect from these gentlemen, but one in particular, the Stockport Metro swimmer, gets him a little bit of an edge again as they make their way back down the pool. I love a lot of useless information, and one bit of information I've found out for this weekend, with all the relays we've had over the 3 weekends, it equates to 9 hours and 20 minutes of swimming. That, ladies and gentlemen, will get you from here all the way down to the Olympic pool in Paris with a 45-minute break. There you go.
You worry me.
Hey, well, time well spent at work, that one. So at the moment, still, in fact, I say still Liverpool. Liverpool leading now out in front, not by much though, probably half a body length's lead as we're coming into the next takeover. So Liverpool in at 3:59.25, gives them 7/10 of a lead over Stockport A at 3:59.90.
Moving on to the third leg now, they're leading. They've now got 25 metres lead. Got George Dainty from City of Liverpool and Mir Al Tabak from Stockport Metro. There's just a stroke difference. All those hours spent in the pool, and they're separated by just quarter of a second. So over there in lane. Over there in lane 2, that's William Shears. He's having a good leg there for Preston. But George Dainted at the halfway mark has managed to get a body length ahead of Mir Al Tabak. But watching Mir yesterday, he tends to go a little bit quicker in his second 100. Can he catch George Dainted? That's been a really strong leg there in lane 6. That's Mark Owen from Bolton Metro. He's managed to close that gap down a bit. But George Dainty is streaking ahead. He's got 2 body lengths from Stockport swimmer from Mir. All coming down to that final leg. George Dainty has managed to stretch an enormous lead.
So into the water. My bad. It's Joseph Ashley. We'll see how they go. Entry time for City of Liverpool was 7 minutes 58.74. Stockport A also into the water now. The time is 6:09.73, followed by lane 6. Let's say that's Bolton Metro. 6:17 they went in the water. Nice battle there as well going on between lanes 1 and 3. Sammy Sutcliffe anchoring there for Ramsbottom. If Josh Hayes says on the water here for me on the paperwork. But again, we'll keep looking at Liverpool as a reminder. Their entry time, 7:58.74. So with that entry time, 7:58, I see Joseph Ashley turns over at 6:57, gives himself chances. As we said, last year's last place to qualify for this event was a time of 8:28.29. As I said earlier, doesn't mean they're guaranteed a spot, but the top 30 places, or the top 30 teams, will go to British Nationals. So we'll keep an eye on everybody. Well, as we said, it is Joseph Ashley is absolutely streaking for home as they make their way back down. As a reminder, entry time for Liverpool was 7:58.78. After that, you've still got a race developing for second and third now. Stockport were way out in front, but Bolton Metro dragging that back. We'll keep an eye out on that. So, as we go, final 10 metres for Liverpool. We'll keep an eye on Bolton and Stockport Metro as well, because that's a brilliant race. But Liverpool are going to come underneath and get to the wall in a time of 7:58.78. 4/100ths off the actual entry time. So fantastic swim there. What a great last anchor leg here as well from Bolton Metro as they come underneath. They're going to come into second there. Joshua Keogh, time of 8:14.80. Stockport were 8:16.48. All of them three teams. In fact, all of the first four teams are way under the last place entry time for last year. So hopefully that'll be good for them. But yeah, fantastic swimming. As you can see, just to give you a little bit of information for everyone at home, the times that have come in. So Liverpool were 7:58.78. Bolton Metro 8:14.80. And Stockport A at 8:16.48. We've got Ramsbottom at 8:22.91. Wigan Best get there at 8:33.23. Preston, they were at 8:39.22. You can see Stockport Metro B, they're getting there at 9:03.61. We've got Bebington just making their way back down the pool for us. Let's say we are aware that you might not have just got those finishing times up. As you can see, very shortly for everyone at home, you will see our swimmer from Bebington just making his way. And he's Christopher coming in to the final 15 metres. And as we said, there you go, here's he on the stream at home, underneath the flags, and into the wall he comes. And that rounds off the open males relay for this morning. Well done, gentlemen. Just wait for all of that to get confirmed, however. We will be moving on to event 602, the females 14 to 16 years, 4 times 200 metres freestyle relays. There are 2 heats of this event. Heat 1. We've got a disqualification to announce in event 601. Lane 8 was disqualified. That's event 601. Lane 8 was disqualified.
This is the first heat of event 602, the females 14 to 16 years, 800 metres freestyle team. In lane 3, we have Stretford. Lane 4, Preston. Lane 5, City Liverpool C. And in lane 6, Bebington.
Just very quickly, coaches, team managers, can we have all swimmers for the open male 14 years and under 50 breaststroke to marshalling, please? That's all swimmers for the open male 14s and under 50 breaststroke to marshalling. Thank you.
Just at the halfway mark on the first leg. So we got Preston there. Slightly ahead in lane 4, that's Zara Mann. And we got Martha Sumnall from City Liverpool trying to catch her up. And in provisional third place, we've got Babington, Sophia Hewlett. And Stratford over there in lane 3. That's Holly Scott. Well, looks like Martha Sumnall's having a strong last leg there. Just coming up to 25 metres to go. And there's really not much between Zara and Martha. There's Preston and City of Liverpool. Getting ready for the takeover. It's going to be nip and tuck. And possibly City of Liverpool just a whisker ahead. Well, not much in it there on the dive.
Yeah, both good underwaters as well. Pretty much coming up simultaneously. Not to cause us commentators any more confusion, but both clubs have red hats, so no point in saying that. As I said, for everybody at home, lane 4 is Preston, so they're the far side, as you can see on the stream, in the golden lanes, and then you've got Liverpool C. So I'm sure Darren James and the team are going for a full alphabet of teams, but it is C for this one. And at the minute, it is, however, looks like Honor Luckhurst of Preston who is leading the way. And something we have been picking up on in the first couple of these are the turns. They're certainly helping the swimmers. So, as always, let's give you some more information. Last year's last place position team at the British Summer Nationals qualified in a time of 9 minutes 4.59. 9 minutes 4.59. And just to give you some kind of idea, the winner of this event at the British Summer Nationals last year got a time of 8:27.08. 8:27. I was there for that. Honestly, what a swim it was as well. So that just gives you a little bit of an idea. But for our teams today, if they go, well, let's say if they get close to the 9 minutes or under, hopefully we should see quite a lot of the Northwest teams over at Ponsauge, as we said, in July. But the minute, as we said, it is Honor Luckhurst of Preston, according to ourselves and the paperwork up here, who has extended the lead. Turns out 3:58.49. I say around about just short of 4-second lead there. Once again, can we just ask coaches and team managers to send all swimmers for event 603, the open male 14 years and under 50 breaststroke to marshalling. So it's Preston from Liverpool C. After that, we have got lane 3, and that is Stretford, with Babington just turning there as well. But we'll have a little look as we come into the turnover. And Preston in the water first at 4:34.40, with Liverpool at 4:38 next into the water.
Okay, moving on to the next leg swimmers. Over there, we've got Layla Lawrenson from Preston and Tilly Stevens from City Liverpool. Looking over there in lane 3. Stratford take over there as Lois has done a duty, and now it's Megan Newell. Babington just coming in. There's Lillian. She can have a rest now. Oh, sorry, no, Lillian's just gone in. It's May can have a rest. But Preston over there in lane 4, just about holding that lead from the City Liverpool swimmer. Had an entry time of 9:06, which going on last year's times was there or thereabouts. You're a little bit quicker, 4 or 5 seconds quicker. They might stand a chance of getting in this year. 100 metres to go for that pair over there. I think after yesterday, I might ask my fellow commentator about a couple of red hats. I'm sure Manchester has got some association with red. I think he just about made it home alive when he was talking about blue an awful lot yesterday, but he's hiding, shaking his head.
I've never had so many comments about one statement.
And it wasn't me.
No, it was neither of us. He's like chuckling to himself at the minute. Of course, Manchester is also home of another club.
And maybe the City Liverpool swimmer there has just caught up a little bit. That's Tilly Stevens. But so far, the final leg to go, it's Preston taking the lead.
Yeah, so Preston into the water. As we said, on that last leg there, entry time for Preston of 9 minutes 6 exactly. Liverpool C was at 9:15. Stretford was 9:52 with Bebbington at 10:28. Yeah, and on the last leg here, it says on paper it's Elizabeth Lyons and City Liverpool C, who's trying absolutely everything to catch Sophie Mitchell up. And it will, as we said, be very interesting through the remainder of this last 200 metres for these two teams. If Elizabeth Lyons can keep this pace up, because if she can, we could be on for a fantastic last 100 metres. And again, still Sophie Mitchell going well. Also into the water now on the last leg is Stretford in lane 3. Bebbington going to be in the water imminently. So as you can see on the stream from home, that now is the distance, just over a body length's lead. Into the final 100 metres we go then. Preston 8:03 with City of Liverpool C 8:05. Big underwaters there. Again, I reckon we're going to be in for a great final 50 metres. Look at this, Elizabeth Lyons. It's coming through. Before we get to the turn, I think she's going to be in front, you know, if not exactly level. Here we go then. 65 metres remaining for the two red hats in the middle of the pool. Preston and City of Liverpool C. They're going to turn pretty much identically as they made. Identically? Yeah, that's the word. Here we go then. So they both turn for home. Here we go. As we said, it's come down to a 50-metre shootout between Liverpool C and Preston. Still nothing to, as we said, nothing to come between these two clubs. It's still stroke for stroke with 25 metres to go. The middle of the pool. Noise gets raised for Liverpool and Preston. 15 metres to go. Still can't decide who's got there. Liverpool seem to have the advantage. Preston fighting back. Under the flag, stroke for stroke, into the wall. Who gets the red down? Who gets there first? Oh, by 0.2 of a second, it's Preston, 9:14.70. Liverpool C, 9:14.90. Great racing by those two teams. But we get back to the action now. We've still got Stretford making their way up. She's just about to turn for home. I said outside Isabella Holmes. Turns there in 9 minutes 36. So, as we said, coming back down with around about 25 metres to go. There we go. Cameraman's just finished his breakfast. He's got it back on there for us. So as you can see, that is the Stretford swimmer. Bebbington swimmer also turns for home now. And with 15 metres to go for Stretford, as we said, Isabella Holmes. Underneath the flag she comes. And as we said, Stretford will record a time of 10:16.05. And we got Abigail just making her way into her final 15 metres of the swim for heat number 1. And as we said, she's going to round off heat 1 for us, and for Bebbington in a time of 10:35.82, all pending clarification. We move on to Heat 2.
This one's Heat 2. Females 14, 16 years, 800 free team. In lane 1, Wigan Best. Lane 2, Stockport Metro B. In lane 3, Stockport Metro A, I'm guessing. In lane 4, City of Salford. Lane 5, City of Liverpool. Lane 6, Trafford Metro. Lane 7, City of Liverpool B. And in lane 8, Leyland Barracudas. And coming up to that first 50 metres, looks like lane 5. Yep, that's Kerry Henney from City of Liverpool, just taking an early lead there. Really not much there between City of Liverpool and City of Salford. That's Emily Bloxage. Lane 4 looks as she's fighting back with Kerry Henney. Could be in for another treat again today. It was a hell of a slog in yesterday's final. That's coming onto the flags here. Separated by 3/100ths of a second is still City of Liverpool, Kerry Henney. Emily Blocks is just trying to kick for home. The two of them are really trying to pull ahead from the rest of the field. Looks like third place is over there in lane 1. It's like Wigan Best, that's Evie Cutter. Just coming to that final turn, looks like Emily Bloxage from City of Salford. Just slightly ahead of Kerry Henney from City of Liverpool in this first leg. And it looks like lanes 1 and 3 having a good slog out for that third place, but 15 metres to go on this first leg, and it's City of Salford with Emily Bloxage. Getting ready for these first takeovers.
So it is still City of Salford leading away, but just have a little look in the pool. It is Liverpool charging on the inside. Got it as Izzy Liptrot. And he said Katie Lee by on the paperwork. Katie turns her at 2:35.79 from Isabel Liptrot 2:37.93. It is then Kira Johnson, Wigan Best, 2:41.75. There your front three. After that, you've got a nice battle between lanes 3, 6, and 7. That's, as we said, lanes 3, 6, and 7. Noah Faulkner, Georgia Cogill, and Amelia Gerrard. So, at the moment, still City of Salford leading the way. Katie Lee turns at 3:08.26. It is Izzy Liptrot, 3:12.06. Kiva Johnson, 3:16.25. Amelia Gerrard turns at 3:18.51. But still, at the moment, as we say, you've got the lead, as you can see there. A considerable one at that for City of Salford. Entry time of 8:32 for City of Salford. I said if they do it that, they would have actually finished second last year at the British Champs, so we'll keep an eye on that. But they've got themselves around about a 5-second lead at the moment. Kiva Johnson still got third, but Amelia Gerrard coming back very well. Not much between them there, just around about 0.6 of a second. So again, still City of Salford leading away from City of Liverpool A. I would then say it is probably City of Liverpool B. Although you got Wigan Best not too far behind either. On the turnover for City of Salford, it was 4:14.78 from City of Liverpool A, 4:21.80. And it is now Liverpool B, 4:27.79.
Just moving on to this third leg. Yeah, it's still City of Salford. That's Alice Volkovoya. Now Peyton Chesters from City Liverpool A catch up. But I think that so far the race we're looking at is lane 1. That's Wigan Best and Liverpool B with Isabel Hitchmer. It looks like Liverpool B and Wigan Best there. Isabel Hitchmer for City Liverpool B and Anaya Chisnall from Wigan. And looks like lane 3's not giving up. That's Stockport. Catching up Wigan and Liverpool. Wigan Best just slightly got ahead of Wigan City Liverpool B there. Coming up to this last leg, City of Salford. Got about a 12-metre lead on City Liverpool A. We're going for a 3-horse race now for that third place. We've got Wigan Best, closely followed by City Liverpool B, and then Stockport Metro in lane 3. Into this final takeover. City of Salford. Got about 10-12 metres so far. Now can Liverpool A, can they do anything about it? But certainly looks like it's a 3-horse race now. Strong finish there from Isabel Hitchmer. She's just about caught back up Wigan Best.
So off we go then. As we said, you've got City of Salford leading from City of Liverpool A. You've then, as we mentioned, got a freeway battle between Wigan Best. You've also got Stockport in there as well, Stockport B, I think, and also Liverpool B. So, as we said, as a reminder, City of Salford's entry time was 8:32 exactly. Liverpool A was 8:42.14. Again, still really close between Wigan Best, Stockport, as well as Liverpool B. Well, as we said, no doubt who your front two are going to be, but I still can't make my mind up who's going to get to the wall. With around about 107 or 8 metres remaining for the next 3. So here we go then. It is City of Salford from City of Liverpool. After that, as we said, it is Stockport Metro A, I believe, Wigan Best and Liverpool B. City of Salford turn for home there on the stream in 8:03.40. Reminder time was 8:32 for that one. Big 50 metres coming down for the third place teams. We'll keep a little look on that. At the moment, you've got City of Salford and Liverpool A coming back down the pool. Well, here we go then. They turn for home with a slight advantage. Wigan Best, but Stockport not far behind. City of Salford coming underneath the flags for their finish. And they will get a time. Oh, let's have a little look. City of Salford, 8:37.85. We'll keep an eye on City of Liverpool next. They're going to come in a time of 8:44.28. Still going strongly is Wigan Best and Stockport Metro. Wigan Best have the advantage. I don't think they're going to get caught up. Their entry time was, let's have a little look, 9 minutes, and they get to the wall in 8:57.94. As we said, fantastic swimming. Liverpool B there in 9:02.50. Still got a few clubs left in the water. So wait for these to come in. But again, fantastic way to start our morning with all the relays. So next under, as we said, is going to be Leyland Barracudas. They get in there at 9:22.69. It'll be Stockport Metro B next in a time of 9:31.96. And then we do have, as we said, Trafford Metro just rounding off. Of course, we're going to have to wait for everything to be confirmed. Well, Trafford Metro round off the relays this morning in 9:44.07. Just wait for all of this to be confirmed. And it is confirmed. All right, well done to all of our teams. We now, as we said, we go to the individuals. This is event 603, the open male, 14 years and under, 50-metre breaststroke. There are 7 heats of this event. Heat number 1.
In lane 3, we have Lev Goncharov from Lancaster. Lane 4, Kaelan Deliaf from Workington. Lane 5, Callum Chung from City Liverpool. And lane 6, Harry Posner from Blackpool Aquatics.
So, very close, but getting to the wall there first is Callum Chung, 43.03. And it was Callaghan next at 43.09. Wait for that to be confirmed. Heat 2. Heat 2, lane 1, Luke Birchall. Lane 2 is Max Johnsfield. Lane 3 is Theo Picolas. Lane 4 is Suyu Chu. Lane 5 is Miles Inverson. Lane 6 is Ethan Jennings. Lane 7 is Milo Williams. And lane 8 is Alfie Butterworth. All these gentlemen in the 11 and 12 years age bracket, so fighting it out for a final place. Everyone entered at 43 high or 44 low. And that is exactly what you can see in the pool. Very close. Lane 2 going well, Max Johnsfield. As they come towards the final 5 metres here. Still close though. Anyone, probably lane 4 coming through now, the Halton swimmer. And again, it is all going to be on the touch. I think lane 4 is going to get there, you know. Oh, actually, we'll just have to have a look. It was just a big blanket finish. It was lane 1, 42.36. It says on the board, and that is confirmed. Heat 3. Coaches, team managers, can you send all swimmers for the females 14 years and under 50 fly to marshalling, please? That's all swimmers for females 14 and under 50 fly to marshalling.
In lane 1, we have Michael Bajanto from Trafford Metro. Lane 2, Ethan Dyer from Everton. Lane 3, Chuck Lee from Trafford Metro. Lane 4, Eric Bauer, City Liverpool. Lane 5, Aaron Gans, City of Salford. Lane 6, Jack Kennedy, Stratford. Lane 7, Adam Challenor from Stockport Metro. And in lane 8, Samuel Fletcher, also for Trafford Metro.
And already into the final 5 metres of this one. Lane 1 again. He's going superbly well. Michael Pajanto, he gets there in the time. 38.89 for Michael. Entry time of 43.5. Look at that. Splash of the water. Michael's happy. Just wait for everything to be confirmed. That was a great swim. We move on to Heat 4. In lane 1, we've got Daniel Wachowski. Lane 2, Andrew Wu. Lane 3, Luke Goddard. Lane 4 is Henry Hodgkinson. Lane 5, Ruben Schofield. Lane 6, William Stamper. Lane 7, Tristan Carrasco Ruiz. And lane 8 is Oscar O'Connell. Entry times of 39s to 42s. Mixture of ages from 12s and 13s. Actually, lanes 1, 2, 6, 7 and 8 are 12. Middle is 13. So it looks like lane 5 is going well here. Ruben Schofield of Preston. Again, we changed the angle of the camera so we can see that at home, and it is lane number 5. Preston's Ruben, and he's going to get a time of 39.04, followed by Henry Hodgkinson, 39.70, and Andrew Wibble was third. Heat 5.
In lane 1, we have Carter Neal from the Isle of Man. Lane 2, Aaron Nolte, Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 3, Finley Warburton, Leyland Barracudas. Lane 4, James Farron, Isle of Man. Lane 5, Rocco Wilson, Cockermouth. Lane 6, Jack Calderbank from Chorley Marlins. Lane 7, Ethan Blythe from Bolton Metro. And in lane 8, Ed Pearson from the Isle of Man. Looking like that with the flags to go. Looks like the centre lanes, possibly lane 5. That's Rocco Wilson. Let's have a little look to see what the timing pads come up with. Maybe lane 4. And it is lane 4. That's James Farnan from the Isle of Man, followed by Rocco Wilson, and third place with Jack Calderbank. Just wait for those results to get confirmed.
Heat 6, lane 1 is Noah Grace. Lane 2 is Ariane Nunku. Lane 3 is Hayden Battle. Lane 4, Mir Alderback. Lane 5, Joseph Standard. Lane 6, Freddie Sutton. Lane 7, Logan Byrne. Lane 8 is Gabriel Barnett. 13-year-olds here in lanes 7 and 8. Lanes 1 to 6 are 14. Entry times are 34 to 38. And it is the swimmer with the entry time of 34 seconds. That's Mir Alderback. As they come underneath, he's going to register a time of 33.22. Joseph Standard, 34.98. And Freddie Sutton, 36.09. Again, all confirmed. Final heat of this event, Heat 7.
In lane 1, we have William O'Brien from Knutsford. Lane 2, Jacob Standing from Stockport Metro. Lane 3, Jacob Gozinski from the Isle of Man. Lane 4, Cormac Whiteley from Ramsbottom. Lane 5, Bailey Nixon, City of Liverpool. Lane 6, George Pierce from Winsford. Lane 7, Harry Davidson from Ormsco Cotters. And in lane 8, Daniel French from Wirral Metro. And clearly over there in lane 4, there's your leader. That's Cormac Whiteley from Ramsbottom. He's streaking under there, going to take the touch with a time of 32.96. Who's going to get second? It's pretty tight. 36.17 with Jacob from the Isle of Man. And in third place, Bailey Nixon from City of Liverpool, 36.24.
Cormac Whiteley there. Not sure what the water did to him, but he's absolutely battering that. Okay, we already move on to event 604, the females 14 years and under, 50 metres butterfly. There are 11 heats of this event. Heat 1. Yeah, so as we said already, some great swimming there in the individual events. Lots of celebrations, as we was mentioning. Cormac Whiteley there, absolutely blasting the water. Really happy with himself, and rightly so. But in heat number 1 here, we've got lane 3 is Esme Wilson, lane 4 is Amelia Harrison, and lane 5 is Wei and Ho, all in the 11s and 12s. All of these had entry times of 35s. But it is Esme Wilson of Cockermouth, who was going very well. We said entry times are 35s, but she gets a time of 34.30. Wei An Ho was next, 35.73. Amelia Harrison, 37.28. Confirmed, heat 2.
In lane 1, we have Amelia Bagnanska from Preston. Lane 2, Isla Moss from Satellite. Lane 3, Amelia Ashwell from Barrow. Lane 4, Harper Aspinall from Wirral Metro. Lane 5, Olivia Koska from City of Salford. Lane 6, Evie Webster, Trafford Metro. Lane 7, Sophie Barr from Prescott. And in lane 8, Isla Pulvertaft from Satellite. And looking at this, lane 1 is going really well. That's Amelia Badanska from Preston. Had some strong swims today from Preston today. And lane 6, Evie Webster's going to take the touch from Trafford Metro, closely followed by Harper Aspinall. And in third place, Amelia Badanska. Only half a second there really between the top 3. Just waiting for those results to get confirmed, which they have been, and moving on to Heat 3. In lane 1, we have Erin Morris. Lane 2, Rosie Byrne. Lane 3, Lily Royal. Lane 4, Ava Lewis. Lane 5, Eliza Ferris. Lane 6, Emily Yang. Lane 7, Rhea Wilkinson. And in lane 8, Emmy Connors. And looks like over there in lane 2, for where I'm standing. And it is Rosie Byrne's going to take that provisional touch. Then Eliza Ferris, 34.10. And then it looks like Ava Lewis from Wirral Metro taking provisional third.
So, Heat 4, lane 1, Freya Karaski. Lane 2 is Sophia Davis. Lane 3 is Daisy Darcy. Lane 4 is B Faith. Lane 5 is Jasmine Wallace. Lane 6 is Grace McKenzie. Lane 7 is Yara Hazal. And lane 8 is Maya Kawa. Again, we've got 12-year-olds here. Lanes 4, 5 and 8. Everyone else is 13. Everybody entered on a 34. Possibly lane 2 from up here at our angle at the moment. Although lane 7 actually is going extremely well, Yara Hazal. Although 6 coming back strongly as well, but Yara Hazal, 33.22. Here's Sophia Davis, 33.35. And then Grace McKenzie, Heat 5.
In lane 1, we have Lena Kaida from Trafford Metro. Lane 2, Alexia Callan from Lancaster. Lane 3, Darcy Claxton from Satellite. Lane 4, Esme Moore, Bolton Metro. Lane 5, Ava Halliwell, Wirral Metro. Lane 6, Alexis Aspen, Preston. Lane 7, Lottie Abbott Beck, Wirral Metro. Lane 8, Pink Lily Tarek from Warriors of Warrington. Oh, it's pretty tight, that heat. Possibly lane 2, but it's hard to tell from this angle. Yep, Alexa Callan touched with a time of 32.82, then Ava Halliwell 33.39, and then Esme Moore 33.54. Just wait for those results just to get confirmed. And they have been. Heat 6.
We have finalists for you from the Open Males 50 metres breaststroke. In the 11 and 12 years age group, your finalists from City of Salford, Aaron Gans. From Leyland Barracudas is Daniel Rakowski. From City of Liverpool is Eric Bow. From Trafford Metro is Michael Pajanto. From Trafford Metro is Andrew Wu. From City of Liverpool, William Stamper. From Blackpool Aquatics is Oscar O'Connell. And from Trafford Metro is Tristan Carrasco Ruiz. Reserve finalist there is Chuck Hay Lee from Trafford Metro. And from Blackburn is Luke Birchall.
Just picking up to the finish there on heat 6. And it looks like over there, lane 4, that's Sophia Sugden from Carlisle. Lane 2, second place, is Scarlett Barr, City of Liverpool. And third place, going to Marley Rose Garrett, all from City of Liverpool. Wow, tight heat. All on 32s to 33s. The results been confirmed. Just wait for that to happen. Which they have been. Moving on to heat 7.
We go back to the finalists from the 50 breaststroke, and in your 13 years age group, your finalists are Knutted, William O'Brien. From the Isle of Man, Carter Neal. From Charlie Marlins, Jack Calderbank. From the Isle of Man, Jacob Gazanski. From Winsford is George Pearce. From Bolton Metro is Ethan Blythe. From Southport, Logan Byrne. And from Preston is Ruben Schofield. Reserve finalists, sir, from Wirral Metro, Daniel French. And from Leyland Barracudas, Henry Hodgkinson.
Back to the swimming, there's just the 5 metres to go. We've got a strong lane 8, but I think maybe lane 3. No, I was wrong, lane 2. So it's Ellie Jackson from Wirral Metro, 31.95. Then Lily Hanrahan. And then Chloe Cowskill from Ulverston. Results are confirmed, moving on to heat 8.
Coaches, team managers coming out of the first 5 heats of event 605, the Open Male 200 backstroke to marshalling. Going back to our final lot of finalists from the Open Male 50 breaststroke in the 14 years age group, where your finalists are from St Helens, Hayden Battle. From Cockermouth is Rocco Wilson. From Stockport Metro, Joseph Standard. From Ramsbottom, Cormac Whiteley. From Stockport Metro is Mia Alderback. From the Isle of Man, James Farnan. From Copeland, Freddie Sutton. And from City of Liverpool is Bailey Nixon. Reserve finalists from Bolton Metro is Ariane Nunku, and from Leyland Barracudas is Finlay Warburton. You now have 15 minutes to withdraw any swimmer or reserve finalist from their respective finals.
As you can see there in the timing stalls, Holly Warburton first, Vivian Wilkinson second, and third LTK. All tight swimming, and moving on to heat 9. In lane 1, we have Lauren Berry for Wirral Metro. Lane 2, Imogen Clarkson, Clitheroe. Lane 3, Abby Rogerson, Preston. Lane 4, Olivia Rowland, Stretford. Lane 5, Isabel Carter, Prescott. Lane 6, Zoe Newitt from the Isle of Man. Lane 7, Charlie Peel from Ramsbottom. And lane 8, Bonnie Carruthers, Ramsbottom.
Yeah, already into the final few then. It is lane 5 this time, Isabel Carter of Prescott. And she'll get there, and it's a 30.73. Olivia Rowland, 31.90, and Lauren Berry, 32.09. Heat 10. So heat 10, lane 1 is Rose Jansha, lane 2 is Lara Chandler, lane 3 Megan Ormiston, lane 4 is Veronica Rozwarska, lane 5 Zoe Rogers, lane 7 is Lily Owen, and lane 8 is Eva Turner. We have our fastest entry time there, Veronica Rozwarska at 30.49, but it's looking very level and even as they come into the final 8 or 9 metres here of heat 10. We have a little look, it's going to be between lanes 4 and 5, Veronica or Zoe Rogers. And it's a time of, let's see, Veronica Rozwarska, 30.91. Zoe Rogers, 31.11. And Megan Ormiston, 31.31. Final heat of this event, heat 11.
In lane 1, we have Robin Salis from Carnforth. Lane 2, Isabella Folds from Penrith. Lane 4, Kate Schillinger, Winsford. Lane 5, Holly Baker, Bury and Elton. Lane 6, Viana Sefi from Stockport Metro. Lane 7, Rihanna Harper from Carlisle Aquatics. And lane 8, Lee Broadfoot from Ulverston. Again, pretty tight swimming there, but from my eyes, looking like lane 4, just slightly taking ahead there, but there's a tight there for second and third. And it is Kate Schillinger, followed by Viana Sefi and Holly Baker. Kate Schillinger there, 29.42. What an outstanding swim there in 50 fly.
And just like that, that's the end of the 50s. We now move on to event 605, the open male, 14 years and under, 200 metres backstroke. There are 10 heats of this event. And once those ledges get in, those pesky ledges, we will get underway. But as we said, this is event 605, open male, 14 years and under, 200 metres backstroke. There will be 10 heats of this event. And we are looking like we're pretty much ready to go. As soon as that's the case, this is heat 1.
In lane 3, we have Theo Piculus from Ramsbottom. Lane 4, Harry Posner, Blackpool Aquatics. And lane 5, Thomas Daly, Stretford.
Oh, well, there we go. That was fast and furious, weren't it? Okay, just a bit of time now to take a breath. And once again, as we said, for everyone, we said a little bit of a hello to everyone joining us at home, but we said, hope you've enjoyed that. We said it was so quick this morning. The first time we do get to relax a little bit and have a little chat with you. As we said, got the racing underway. We're in less than an hour into racing and we're already on event number 5 of session 11. The relays, really good this morning. We have more this afternoon, by the way. That one, we get back to the sprints. It's the 4 times 100 metres freestyle teams. That'll wake us all up at the start of session 12, the last session of this year's Summer Regional Championships. But at the halfway turn here in Heat 1, Harry Posner, he turned there at 128.70 from Theo Piculus at 129.40, and then Thomas Daly, 1 minute 30.41, I think that was. Again, all these gentlemen in that the youngest age bracket there, 11s and 12s. Obviously, they might not be the age that we're announcing at the moment, but they will be by the end of the year. That's how it works. Just very quickly, as a reminder, we do have some swimmers in the cool-down pool who are, well, they're definitely relaxing. But if whoever that is, if possible, I know who it is, but I'm not going to name them. Please unhook your legs from the side of the pool for the lovely lady who's in the swim-down pool. If we can... yeah, that's the one. Again, if the swim-down pool isn't used properly, it will be removed. There we go. Thank you very much. If you're not swimming in the swim-down pool, please remove yourselves because, let's be honest, it's not a social. There we go. Back to racing action, though. And it is still, as we said, Blackpool's Harry Posner, who is down as an 11-year-old. And he's, as we said, leading by a distance. Entry time of 3 minutes 1.80, and he's going to go underneath that and set himself a new time there, 2:58.73. Theo Piculus next, 3:03.47 with Thomas Daly at 3:04.21. All confirmed, Heat 2.
In lane 1, we have Miles Ivinson from Cockermouth. Lane 2, Evan Wong from Preston. Lane 3, Leo Craven, Warriors of Warrington. Lane 4, Starson Butterworth, Ramsbottom. Lane 5, Alfie Butterworth, Winsford. Lane 6, Walter Fisher, Bolton Metro. Lane 7, Finley Burke, Bolton. And in lane 8, Alistair Boos from Carlisle Aquatics. Coming up to that first 25 metres, it's pretty even Stevens from 2 to 8. Okay, as the first 75 metres done, again it's pretty level there between lanes 5 to 8. Very hard to see, possibly lanes 3 or 5. That's Leo Craven from Warriors. Just coming under the flags here. Really not much in it, possibly lane 7. Let's have a little look at the timing screens. Yep, lane 7, Finley Burke. All within the second, all 5 of them. Coming down this third length. Around about 75 metres left, some of these swimmers. Look at that swimmer over there in lane 2. That's Evan Wong from Preston. I see he's trying to go for a second strong half of the 200 there. Also going strong in there in lane 8, that's Alistair Boos from Carlisle Aquatics. Let's see what the timing screens say. Just turning first there, it's Alfie Butterworth, then it's Evan Wong, and then Alistair Boos. On to this final leg of the 200 metres backstroke. Certainly looks like lane 5. Alfie Butterworth. He's taking that early lead, he's kicking home for the finish. Question is, who's going to go for second? It's difficult to tell. We've got a bit of a race here between lane 7 and 8. And lane 2. Certainly looks like the touch is going to go to lane 5. That's Alfie Butterworth. And it was Evan Wong over there at Preston. Certainly a time of 2:57.41. And third place, Alistair Boos from Carlisle, 2:58.06. But the winner with 2:56.24 is Alfie Butterworth. We'll just wait for those results to get confirmed, which they have been. Moving on to Heat 3.
Just once again, coaches, team managers, can we please make sure that the swim down pool is being used for what it's there for, which is swimming, and that nothing else is in the pool other than the swimmers. Thank you very much. We've got finalists for you. We've got finalists for you from the females 50 butterfly. So in the 11 and 12 years age group, your finalists from Cockermouth is Esme Wilson. From City of Chester is Neve Baker. From Ramsbottom is Rosie Byrne. From Leyland Barracudas is Elsie Kay. From Preston is Bethany McWembury. From Bolton Metro is Esme Moore. From Trafford Metro, Evie Webster. And from Wirral Metro is Harper Aspinall. Reserve finalists from Stockport Metro, Jasmine Wallace. And from Preston is B. Faith. Finalists in the 13 years age group, from Canforth, Jennifer McMillan. From Clitheroe is Imogen Clarkson. From Blackpool Aquatics, Holly Warburton. From Stockport Metro, Viana Seffing. From Carlisle Aquatics, Rihanna Harper. From Wirral Metro is Ellie Jackson. From Wirral Metro is Vivian Wilkinson. And from Lancaster is Alexa Callan. Reserve finalist surf from Wigan Best is Camilla Holland. And from Lancaster is Yara Hazal. In the 14 years age group, your finalist from Penrith is Isabella Fowles. From Trafford Metro, Zoe Rogers. From City of Manchester Aquatics is Veronica Rodzwarska. From Winsford, Kate Schillinger. From Prescott is Isabel Carter. From Bury and Elton, Holly Baker. From Stockport Metro, Megan Ormiston. And from Stretford is Olivia Rowland. Reserve finalist surf from Carlisle Aquatics, Sophia Sugden. And from City of Salford is Lily Hamrahan. Once again, coaches, team managers, you now have 15 minutes to withdraw any finalists or any reserves from their respective finals.
Go back to the swimming. So go through the swimmers. In lane 1, we got Callum Chung from City Liverpool. Lane 2, Oliver Williams, Bolton Metro. Lane 3 is William Thorley, Aquabears. Lane 4, Jacob Lupton, Prescott. Lane 5, Andrew Wu from Trafford Metro. Lane 6, Anthony Zima from Ramsbottom. Lane 7, Albion DeBrushy from City Liverpool. And lane 8, Ruben Dory from Carlisle Aquatics. Looks like Anthony Zima there from Ramsbottom. He's just coming home for the finish. He's got around about 25 metres left there in lane 6. Possibly lane 8, that's Ruben from Carlisle. He's challenging though, he might just catch up. He's got about 10 metres left to make that difference, but pretty sure Anthony Zima has got that one covered. Question is, who's going to get third? I've got a feeling it's going to be Albion DeBrushy from City Liverpool there in lane 7. And it is. Times are 2:47.85 for Anthony, 2:49.55 for Ruben, and Albion went 2:54.09. Results confirmed. Moving on to Heat 4.
Just whilst we change the ledge over there, coaches, team managers, can we have all remaining swimmers, if they're not already, into marshalling for this event, please? That's all remaining swimmers for this event into marshalling. Thank you. So off we go with Heat 4. Lane 1 from Blackpool Aquatics, Logan Evans. Lane 2 also from Blackpool Aquatics is Alec Birchall. Lane 3 from Trafford Metro, Matthew Windler. In lane 4 from Great Harwood is Ethan Williams. Lane 5 from Bolton Metro is Winston Crosswaite. In lane 6 from the Warriors of Warrington, Alex Murray. In lane 7 from Wigan Best is James Boyers. And lane 8 from Lancaster, Samuel Higginbottom. So we've got 11 and 12-year-olds in lanes 1, 6, 7 and 8. Lanes 2, 3, 4 and 5 are all 13. Entry times 2:49 to 2:54. So just a little bit of background here for you. For our swimmers, if they're trying to get to the British and English Nationals, before the start of the weekend, for our 12-year-olds to get into English, they were going to need to go faster than 2 minutes 40.18. For our 13-year-olds, it was faster than 2:34.27. And for our 14-year-olds, it was quicker than 2:25.92. That was all for English. And then to get in the British, well, for the 13s and 14s, because there isn't anything for the 12s there, unfortunately, they're going to have to go faster than 2:24.55. Our fastest entrance here this weekend, well, for the 11s and 12s, was Jacob Thistlewood at 2:35.96. For 13-year-olds, Thomas Rickles at 2:27 exactly. And 14-year-olds is Ben Saxby of Ramsbottom, 2:24.50. So, a little bit of that background there for you, but at the minute it's Winston Crosswaite of Bolton Metro leading the way. And you're looking at the stream at home, as I like to say, it's a Winston Crosswaite body length lead at the moment off Ethan Williams in 4. Also going well is lane number 8, Samuel Higginbottom of Lancaster. Actually, he's coming through into second, I would say. Big free turn. Let's have a little look. So, Winston Crosswaite leading. Samuel Higginbottom was next. We had 2 swimmers on 2:07s, a 2:08, a 2:09, 2:10 and 2:11. Just to give everybody a shout. But at the moment, as you can see, nice and close this one because they were on 200s. At the minute, still, it was lane 5, Winston Crosswaite, but making moves. James Boyers in 7 from Wigan Best. Hasn't really been mentioned until now. Also Samuel Higginbottom of Lancaster. Final 15 metres for the boys. Nice big finish coming in. James Boyers has timed this to perfection in 7. Underneath the flags he comes. Entry time 2:52. He gets to the wall in a time of 2:47.85 for James Boyers. Ethan Williams next, 2:48.33. Winston Crosswaite, 2:48.43. All waiting for confirmation, but a great back end of the race there for James Boyers. Heat 5.
In lane 1, we have Casey Costain from Wirral Metro. Get that out eventually. Lane 2, Sebastian Bowen from Preston. Lane 3, Dylan Myers, Aquabears. Lane 4, Samuel Wilson, Ramsbottom. Lane 5, Max Berry, Aquabears again. In 6, we have Samuel Luttus from Prescott. Lane 7, Jacob Gazinski from Isle of Man. And in lane 8, Oliver Glaister from Workington. Looks like lane 4 is going to take that first 50-metre touch, and it is. It's Samuel Wilson, followed by Samuel Luttus, and then Max Berry. Your provisional 1, 2, 3 after 50 metres, but lane 4. What a fantastic turn. He's got 2 or 3 body lengths on the rest of the field. Coaches will be telling all the swimmers about the importance of starts, turns, finishes. Such an important part of the race. If you get a really good, sharp, snappy turn, a great underwater phase, it can make a real difference on your competitors. Samuel Wilson here. Let's have a watch of his turn. Zips over, pushes off, kicks his legs underwater, and he's away. Got about 5 metres now from Samuel Luttus and Oliver. Your provisional 1, 2, 3 at the minute. So it's 4, 6 and 8. However, lane 5 is going well. Lane 3 is not too far behind. That's Dylan Myers from Aquabears. It's a pretty level field there for 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Only separated by a stroke or 2. We're coming into his final turn. Samuel Wilson from Aquabears turning 1:58.81. 50 metres to go. He's kicking to finish. Are we going a slight change here in second position? It has been Samuel Luttus from Prescott. Unless my eyes are deceiving me, looks like lane 5. That's Max Berry from Aquabears. He's timed his little sprint pretty well. He's managed to get a par there with Sam Luttus. Wow, that's a time of 2:39.69 for Sam Wilson. Who's going to touch in second? Very, very tight, and it is. It's Sebastian Bowen over there with Preston, closely followed by Max Berry. Really tight finish. We'll just wait for those results just to get confirmed. Yes, they have been. And we're moving on to heat number 6.
Coaches and team managers, can we have the first 3 heats of event 606 over to marshalling females 14 years and under, 400 metres individual medley. All right then, heat 6. And in lane 1 from City of Liverpool, Thomas Ball. Lane 2 from Altrincham is Luca White. Lane 3 from Wirral Metro is Daniel French. Lane 4 from Cockermouth, Farron Bigrig. In lane 5 from Fleetwood, Jasper Gibson Bird. Lane 6 from Copeland is Luke Goddard. Lane 7 from the Warriors of Warrington is Ethan Craven. And lane 8 from Satellite, William Birchall. Still got 11 and 12-year-olds here. Got a couple of 11-year-olds in lanes 1 and 7. We've got Luca in lane 2, who is 12. That leaves lanes 3, 4, 5, 6 and 8, all in the 13 years age bracket. Farron Bigrig, fastest entrant here at 2:41.89. I think Farron was very close to taking my my favourite poles of the day yesterday when he got introduced in the finals. Although I'm sure I saw some dancing as well in one of the breaststrokes. Might have been Sophie Dixon and Elizabeth Addo at some point. I've seen that on social medias anyway. Absolutely love that. If you get in the finals later on and your name's announced, take them 10 seconds, give us a dance. Absolutely love it. But at the moment, stroke for stroke, but it is Farron Bigrig who turns a time of 1:17.34, giving himself 4/10 of a second lead over Jasper Gibson Bird. And it was Daniel French of Wirral Metro running third at the halfway turn. I say you've got lots of different strokes here, but just look at lane 3, Daniel French skimming across the water there, little bobbing. You can see it at home as well on the stream. Right, so I said it yesterday with the breaststroke. There's so many different kind of techniques. That one's very unique in 3. But making the way down this 50 metres, and it is Farron Bigrig who's extended his lead by quite a distance. 2 minutes, 0.77. Oh, sorry, that was Jasper Gibson Bird's time, 2 minutes, 0.77. It was Farron Bigrig at 1:58.49 at the turn, so just over a 2-second lead. As we said, he's there you go for everyone at the stream at home. He's streaking through, but as we said, you've also got Jasper Gibson Bird and Daniel French, who we were talking about, and the last 50 metres has closed the gap on that second place position. But Farron Bigrig's entry time was 2:41.89. Again, that one is going to get obliterated, and he's going to go a time of 2:36.59. Next into the wall will be Jasper Gibson Bird, 2:41.30. With Daniel French at 2:43.30. Just wait for all of our swimmers to come in to get everything confirmed. But again, we carry on with some fast swimming. So again, as we say, wait for all of that to be confirmed. For everyone in the building, kind of know it's confirmed because the big yellow writing goes off the board. There it is, heat 7.
In lane 1, we have Archie Honey from Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 2, Oliver Crosby, St Helens. Lane 3, Kareem Alturk from City of Salford. Lane 4, Toby Holland, Altrincham. Lane 5, Freddie Sutton, Copeland. Lane 6, James Graham, City of Liverpool. Lane 7, Harrison Burgess, Ramsbottom. And in lane 8, Jasper de Glopper from Warriors of Warrington. Looks like Toby Holland there from Altrincham, followed by Freddie Sutton from Copeland. There you 1-2 at the minute. Very, very tight for the remaining places. That's 75 metres down. 125 to go. Certainly looks like those centre three lanes of, well, 4, 5 and 6 anyway. Just coming into that turn there. There's not been much there between 4 and 5. And it is Toby, slightly ahead of Freddie. And then James Graham from City Liverpool. The provisional 1, 2, 3. Let's see if they start up the stroke rate. Certainly the swimmer there in lane 7, that's Harrison Burgess. He's picked up his stroke rate. He's going for it. He is going for it. Interesting to see where he touches at the far end. I'm not sure he's going to catch lane 4, Toby, but that's just, as we said in the last heat, there's such contrasting styles here between these different swimmers. Some are going quite a sedate kind of pace, and some are going super quick. And we were right, Harrison Burgess touching their provisional second. Got about 40 metres to go. Harrison Burgess from Ramsbottom. Is he going to take that touch? He's streaking ahead now. It looks like we've got about 12 metres to go. Ramsbottom swimming with Harrison Burgess. Just coming onto the flags. He's really timed that second half of the race really well. Just touching there with a time of 2:37.72. Then it's James Graham from City Liverpool, 2:39.69, and Toby Holland, 2:39.80. Those results are confirmed. Just moving on to Heat 8.
Just a quick announcement. Can we please have a coach or team manager from Copeland to the referee, please? That's a team manager or coach from Copeland to come and see the referee. Thank you very much. All right then. Heat number 8. In lane 1 from Workington, Zachary Flitton. Lane 2 from Stockport Metro, Corey Owens. Lane 3 from Wigan Best is Cole Hood. Lane 4 from Wigan Best is Dan Barton. Lane 5 from Altrincham is Thomas Rickles. Lane 6 from City of Liverpool, Dylan Gregory. Lane 7 from Blackpool Aquatics, Gabriel Barnett. And lane 8 from the Isle of Man is James Farnan. 13-year-olds here for you, lanes 5, 6 and 7. That leaves lanes 1, 2, 3, 4 and 8 in the 14 years age bracket. Dan Barton has got the fastest entry time, 2:25.27. Going to the outside lanes of 2:37. But in the early goings, it is Cole Hood in lane 3, as well as Thomas Rickles in 5 who are leading. Dan Barton sandwiched in between the middle of them. They're your front 3. Zachary Flitton of Workington going well. Here's your 4th place. We'll have a little look. Here's Thomas Rickles, 1:09.98 from Cole Hood, 1:10.12, and Dan Barton at 1:11.58. As we said, these gentlemen know still got a lot of 14-year-olds to come in the next 2 heats. As well as that, we've got a good handful of 13-year-olds as well. So the swimmers, knowing that they're still going to have to put in a pretty good time to try and get themselves a final spot later on. But as they turn for home, it's Cole Hood leading away, 1:47.80 from Thomas Rickles, 1:48.57, and then Dan Barton third at 1:51.18. As I said, Cole's entry time was 2:29.13. Thomas was 2:27 exactly. So, Cole Hood still leading the way here in Heat 8. Thomas Rickles trying to get that back at him. He's not going to be able to do so. Dan Barton still running third here. As we said, entry time for Cole Hood was 2:29. Gets to the wall in a time of 2:26.04. Thomas Rickles, 2:26.82. Dan Barton at 2 minutes 30.42 are your top three. There we go. Heat 9.
In lane 1, we have Bailey Nixon from City Liverpool. Lane 2, Caleb Gowan Lock from Wigan Best. Lane 3, Finley Byrne, Southport. Lane 4, Daniel Horton Butler from Holton. Lane 5, James Vaughan, Wigan Best. Lane 6, Harrison Dale, Southport. Lane 7, Jacob Thistlewood from Stockport Metro. And in lane 8, William Kershaw from Blackpool Aquatics. Just taking that little touch. Lane 5, that's James Vaughan. Closely followed by Daniel Horton Butler from Holton. After the first 50 metres. James Vaughan from Wigan had an entry time of 2:26.50. He looks like he's going to try and better that at this kind of pace. Daniel's entry time was 2:24.90 in lane 4. And looking there in lane 6, that's Harrison Dale. His entry time was 2:31.80. So it looks like the Wigan Best swimmer. James Vaughan, he's going to go for gold. He's just got a length and a half left. As he said, I think he's going on target for beating his PB. Got a better handle once he's come out with his final turn down there. Let's turn in there, lane 5, 1:48.77. Then it's Harrison Dale, 1:51.39, and then Daniel Horton Butler, just touching in third place. Really not much difference there between lanes 3, 4, and 6. But the early leader is the Wigan Best swimmer of James Vaughan. I said entry time of 2:26. I think he's going to be slightly quicker than that. It's going to be really close. 2:26.38. And then Harrison Dale at 2:28.05. And then Finley Byrne, fast finish, 2:28.64. So those results look like they're confirmed. Moving on to the final heat, Heat 10.
So final heat of this event, Heat 10, and in lane 1 from Trafford Metro is Hayden Unwin. Lane 2 from St Helens is Hayden Battle. Lane 3 from Bolton Metro, Ethan Blythe. Lane 4 from Ramsbottom, Ben Saxby. Lane 5 from Trafford Metro, Elliot Hughes. Lane 6 from Aquabirds, Archie McLaren. Lane 7 from Trafford Metro is Samuel Lee. And lane 8 from Altrincham is Harry Bracey. Entry times, well, your fastest Ben Saxby at 2:24. Outside lanes at 2:36. Still a couple of 13-year-olds here. At lane 3, Ethan Blythe. And in lane 6 is Archie McLaren. They're in the 13 years age bracket. Everyone else is 14. Coaches, team managers, if you haven't already done so, can you send all swimmers for the females 14 and under 400 IM over to marshalling, please? That's all swimmers for female 14 and under 400 IM to marshalling. So, halfway turn it is. Ben Saxby leading away, 1:11.29, so just a little bit slower, well actually a second slower than the heat before him at the halfway turn. So we'll see just exactly how the second half of this race pans out. Maybe he's seen the times, he knows what he needs to do to get into the finals. I wonder at this age if that's exactly, what these swimmers are looking for, tactics to get themselves into the final. But at the moment, let's have a look at lane 2, because that's Hayden Battle. St Helens. I always have a little bit of a laugh with the St Helens club. Generally very good on the social medias. Wishing everybody good luck, and I'm sure they're going mad at the moment with Hayden just leading at that turn, but there was a great turn from Ben Saxby in the middle of the pool. Sure, Hayden's trying to bring back some respectability for St Helens after the rugby team got battered yesterday. I'm going to drop that in as a Wigan fan. Whole KR, who knew? But Hayden Battle at this moment in time.
Who cares? It's not real rugby anyway.
We can argue about that all day. Let's have a look. Hayden Battle, lane 2. As I said, Hayden's entry time was, just very quickly, 2:32, but he gets to the wall in 2:26, does Hayden Battle. Elliot Hugh, yes, big fist pumps from the St Helens man in lane 2. He's happy with that one. Elliot Hughes, 2:26.84, and Ben Saxby, 2:28.23. He looks tired, does Hayden Battle, but he's certainly very happy with his time. There he is, big smiles. Well done, mate. Okay, wait for all of that to be confirmed. There it is. We move on to event 606, the females 14 years and under, 400 metres individual medley. There are 6 heats of this event. Heat 1.
In lane 1, we have Isla Moss from Satellite. Lane 2, Maya Cower from Warriors Warrington. Lane 3, Lottie Abbott-Beck, Wirral Metro. Lane 4, Alina Phillips from Garston. Lane 5, Emily Rowe, City of Salford. Lane 6, Esme Cunliffe, Wigan Best. Lane 7, Anuja Nanor from Warriors Warrington. And joined by a teammate in lane 8, that's Emmy Connors, also from Warriors Warrington. Just coming the 100-metre leg, quarter distance, it looks like over there in lane 3, that's Lottie Beck from Wirral Metro. Just slightly ahead of the City of Salford swimmer of Emily Rowe there in lane 5. They're the early leaders. And not much there between lane 2 and 4. That's Maya Cower and Alina Phillips for third place. But usually tend to find on the individual medleys, it's the backstroke and breaststroke. They're the real telling strokes on the IM.
Could we please have a coach or team manager from the following clubs, Ramsbottom and City of Liverpool, to the timing suite. That's a coach or team manager from Ramsbottom and City of Liverpool to the timing suite immediately. Thank you.
And back to the swimming. Looks like we're getting a little bit of an all change. There's really very little difference there between lanes 3, 4 and 5.
All right, we've got an urgent announcement as well. Swimmers, well, female swimmers to be exact. One of you has left a lovely racing suit in the changing rooms. Chris Littrot sticks his head straight up. Chris, it's not one of yours, mate. You're all right. So once again, one of the ladies, one of the females has left one of the racing suits in the changing room areas. It is now upstairs. Yeah, it's now upstairs above. It's the lovely, well, I'll not tell you which one it is. You can come and get it. It's the lovely arena one anyway. And I think, let's have a little look. Yeah, lane number 5, who's waiting to go into the next, might be advertising that one for us right now. But again, one of you have left your racing suit in the changing room areas. That's now upstairs with us in commentary. Come back, come and see us, and we'll give it you back. And your mum and dad won't go mad at you.
They might. Back to swimming in the breaststroke leg. It certainly looks like lanes 3, 4 and 5. Somewhere there in lane 5, that's Emily Rowe from City of Salford. Looks like she's just got a smidgen ahead. Alina Phillips just touching second there from Garston, and then Lottie Beck from Wirral Metro just taking provisional third. There's Maya Cower and Esme Cunliffe. $125 metres to go. Yeah, so it looks like the City of Salford swimmer. Got Emily Rowe. It looks like Maya Cower's having a strong breaststroke leg over there in lane 2. She's catching up lanes 3 and 4. Yeah, it's Lottie Beck and Alina Phillips. Yeah, she is having a really strong leg. She might even just touch second. So we've got 3 Warrior swimmers in this one, and provisionally, yep, it's Emily Rowe from Maya Cower, then Lottie Beck. 100 metres freestyle to go. Can Emily hold on for that last 100 metres? Are there any sprint finishes? I think we're going to be in for a touch finish there between lanes 2 and 4. That's Maya Cower from Warriors of Warrington and Alina Phillips from Garston. See what the timing pads say at the far end. Just turning touch there is Emily Rowe. Then it's Alina Phillips. Then Maya Cower. Strong freestyle leg there. From lane 4, that's Alina Phillips. I think it's going to finish lane 6, 5, 2 at this rate, unless anything changed the last 25 metres. But from start to finish in lane 5, it's been Emily Rowe from City of Salford touching the time of 5:52.30, followed by Alina Phillips 5:54.49, and it was Maya Cower from Warriors of Warrington 5:56.26. Our final young ladies just coming into the last few metres. Amy Connors just coming in under the flags. And they'll be concluding the first heat. Let's wait for those results just to get confirmed. Which they have been. And moving on to heat number 2.
Okay, we got finalists for you from the open male 200 metres backstroke. In the 11 and 12 years age group, your finalists from the Warriors of Warrington, Ethan Craven. From Ramsbottom is Anthony Zima. From Altrincham is Luca White. From Stockport Metro, Jacob Thistlewood. From Ramsbottom, Harrison Burgess. From City of Liverpool, Thomas Ball. From Wigan Best is James Boyers. And from Lancaster is Samuel Higginbottom. Reserve finalist, sir, from Preston is Sebastian Bowen, and from the Isle of Man, it's not at all. From Carlisle Aquatics is Ruben Dorey. In the 13 years age group, your finalists are from Aquabirds, Archie McLaren. From Cockermouth is Farron Bigrig. From Southport is Finley Byrne. From Altrincham is Thomas Rickles. From Bolton Metro, Ethan Blythe. From City of Liverpool, Dylan Gregory. From Blackpool Aquatics is Gabriel Barnett. And then we will have a swim-off at the conclusion of heat number 4 of this event for our final spot in there. So that will be between Samuel Wilson of Ramsbottom, James Graham of the City of Liverpool. So at the end of heat 4 of this event, we will have a swim-off to decide who will be the final finalist of the 13 years, 200 metres backstroke. Going to the 14 years... your finalists in the 14 years age group, from Holton is Daniel Horton Butler. From Southport, Harrison Dale. From Wigan Best, James Vaughan. Also from Wigan Best, Cole Hood. From St Helens is Hayden Battle. From Trafford Metro, Elliot Hughes. From Ramsbottom, Ben Saxby. And from Wigan Best is Dan Barton. Reserve finalists, sir, from the Isle of Man, James Farnan. And from Stockport Metro is Corey Owens. You now have 15 minutes to withdraw any of your finalists there. And just going back to the 13 years age group, I do apologise, but your second reserve finalist, sir, from Fleetwood is Jasper Gibson Bird. So now 15 minutes to withdraw any of those finalists from their respective finals. Thank you very much.
Back to the swimming in Heat 2. In Lane 1 we have Eleanor Fothergill from Flixton. Lane 2, Ava Lewis from Wirral Metro. Lane 3, Lena Kaida from Trafford Metro. Lane 5 is Pink Lily Tarrant from Warriors of Warrington. Lane 6 is Jessica Barnett from Winsford. Lane 7 is Layla Dolan from Wigan Best. And in Lane 8, we got Chuck Hugh, Kiana Hugh from City of Liverpool. And just coming up to halfway distance, a good old scrap there in lanes 1 and 2 between Eleanor and Ava. But looks like your provisional leader there in lane 5 is Pink Lily Tarrant from Warriors of Warrington. She had a strong backstroke leg there. As we said earlier, you normally find it's the backstroke and breaststroke legs that are the deciding factor on these IMs. Really much there. Looks like Eleanor and Jessica, 2 and 3. It's hard to tell on this breaststroke leg. They're all pretty much keeping the same positions where they were. I wouldn't say it's unusual, but you do tend to find on breaststroke there is some pretty big gains and losses normally found on this leg, but it's still, if anything, she's slightly extended her lead. That's Pink Lily Tarrant from Warriors of Warrington. I think the second place is over there in lane 2. That's Ava Lewis. And there's very, very little difference there between Eleanor Fothergill from Flixton and lane 6 with Jessica Barnett from Winsford. Coming in with about 112 metres to go. I think Pink Lily Tarrant is really going for it. She's extended the lead well on this particular leg. Pink Lily's entry time was a 5:53.70. So she does 100 free in 1:20. She's going to beat her time by 3 seconds. Should imagine a head coach is watching anxiously there to see what time she can do 100 metres free in after. Could be in for a pretty decent PB. Look at the rest of the field. Looks like Kiana over there in lane 8 had a strong breaststroke leg. She's clawed an awful lot of that deficit back on a breaststroke. She's Very good scrap there in lane 6 and 7. And over there on the far side, Eleanor Fothergill. She's caught up Ava Lewis. And I actually say she's catching up Pink Lily as well. Just, am I right? Yeah, it is. It's Eleanor Fothergill touching second. I can hear a couple of parents just over my right shoulder shouting for Eleanor, and it seems to be working for her. But let's not discount the swimmer there in lane 6 as Jessica Barnett from Winsford. It's going to be a tight finish. But Pink Lily Tarek, she's pretty much led from start to finish. Oh, this is going to be a tight finish. I do think it is going to be Ellen over there in lane 1, and it is 5:55.82, and then Jessica Barnett 5:56.77, and then Kiana from City Liverpool 5:57.44. But your winner was Pink Lily Tarek 5:51.73. Those results are being confirmed, and moving on to Heat 3.
So in Heat 3, lane 1 from Cockermouth is Ellie Woodcock. Lane 2 from Copeland is Joanna Sutton. Lane 3 from Wigan Best is Betsy Lloyd. In lane 5 from Preston is Alexis Aspin. Lane 6 from Winsford is Molly Lloyd. Lane 7 from Wigan Best is Melina Grace Comerford. And in lane 8 from Trafford Metro is Evie Webster. Big mixture of ages here, but let's go through them for you. So Betsy Lloyd in 3 and Evie Webster in 8 are 12. We then have 13-year-olds, Ellie Woodcock in 1, Joanna Sutton in 2. Then Alexis Aspin in 5, and that leaves our 14-year-olds, Molly Lloyd in 6, and Melina Grace Comerford in 7. Entry times are close here, though. Fastest entrant, let's have a little look, is going to Alexis Aspin of Preston, 5:49.30. The outside lanes are at 5:51, so on paper it should be close, but at the minute, there's a clear race leader, and that is Betsy Lloyd. Turns onto her back in a time of 1:15.69. Alexis Aspin, 1:17.45. And then it is Evie Webster, who was running third in this lane closest to us in the commentary box and everywhere where the spectators are. She turned there in 1:18.85. As you said, still no doubt your leader, though, is Betsy Lloyd. But Ellie Woodcock over in lane 1. You can see her there with the yellow hat on. She's going very well on this backstroke. Let's have a little look at the time for you. So fastest entrance here this weekend for the 11s and 12s is Harper Aspinall of Wirral, 5:51.10. 13-year-olds is Autumn Claxton of City of Salford, 5:23.40. And your 14-year-olds is the Warriors of Warrington, Iris Hurst of 5 minutes 8.60. If our swimmers have aspirations of getting to Ponds Forge for the English times, for the 12-year-olds, they're going to have to go faster than 5:46.75. 13-year-olds need to be going quicker than 5:35.34. And the 14-year-olds, 5:26.89. And then if they want to get to British, again, only for the 13s and 14s, they need to be going quicker than 5:21.45. It is. As mentioned yesterday, still so much swimming to come with that, though. As we said, 9 galas going on this weekend, 6 going on next weekend. I said the weather forecast for next weekend, 20 plus. And we're back here, quite a lot of us will be back here in Manchester. And again, if it is that, it's going to be rather hot in the pool hall. And hopefully we'll have some fast racing to boot. As a reminder, at the end of Heat 4, so that's the next heat, at the end of Heat 4, we will have a swim-off for the final spot of the 13 years, I think it was, 200 metres backstroke. So if our coaches and team managers, if you haven't already done so, get your final preparations with Samuel Wilson of Ramsbottom and James Graham of City of Liverpool, and then send them over towards the, as we said, towards the timing suite, please, so they're ready to go at the end of heat 4. Okay, let's get back to the action. Still leading the way is Wigan Best, Betsy Lloyd. She's still there, and it is, as we said, Ellie Woodcock. But since we last really talked about this heat, you've also got Joanna Sutton now of Copeland. She's coming through very well on her breaststroke. And Evie Webster, Trafford Metro in lane 8 is still also there. Just having a look then, it's over a body length lead, probably a body and a half of Betsy Lloyd leading the way. Nice battle between 1 and 2, as you can see on the stream at home, with Copeland going well. But as we said, in lane 8, which is closest to us, that's still Evie Webster, who's still in touch with 2nd and 3rd place. We're probably a metre or 2 behind them. But Betsy's still leading the way here as we come on to freestyle. That turn, there she goes at 4:29.12. Gives her a second, just over a second lead from 2nd place now, Joanna Sutton. And Ellie Woodcock was 3rd, but at the moment, it looks like Joanna Sutton of Copeland is coming through here. Betsy's just going to be able to see her when she breathes to her right. And now she definitely can see her. Let's have a little look. Betsy is 12 though, so as such, not really racing Joanna Sutton. But it's great to have someone right next to you as you turn home for the final 50 metres. Joanna Sutton there, 5:08.65, has taken the lead from Betsy around just over half a second, 5:09.26, and Evie Webster at 5:11.84. So your younger swimmers here, as we said, Betsy Lloyd and Evie Webster, currently in 2nd and 3rd position in Heat 3. Still a battle on here for 1st place, you know. Although Joanna Sutton does look to be pulling away. Now a Joanna Sutton body length lead over Betsy Lloyd. And Evie Webster, Trafford Metro, mentioned her loads of times, coming back like a freight train. And Betsy Lloyd's going to have to be a little bit careful here. Under the flags they come. They need to get their heads down. I think it's going to be Evie Webster who gets there. She does so. Joanna Sutton, 5:46.78. From Evie Webster at 5:47.69. And Betsy Lloyd is 3rd in a time of 5:48.14. Just wait for all our swimmers to come in, which they have done. Just all of that to be confirmed, as we were saying before. The nice timing up there and the yellow writing. Once that disappears, there you go. That's confirmed. Heat 4.
In lane 1, we have Serena Standring from Winsford. Lane 2, Bethan James, Wirral Metro. Lane 3, Ava Halliwell, also from Wirral Metro. Lane 4, Paliana Kershaw, Blackpool Aquatics. Lane 5, Lily Rose Unwin from Stockport Metro. Lane 6, Lila Cairns from Preston. Lane 7, Isla Liptrop from City Liverpool. And in lane 8, Charlotte Peel from Winsford. Look at the ages of some of these young ladies. They're all pretty much, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of the swimmers are 14. We have one 13-year-old, and also there in lane 7 we have an 11-year-old. That's Isla. So she's giving up 3 years of experience, but doesn't look like it's phasing her. She's keeping up with some of those older swimmers. Look at that, at the end of the fly leg, Isla Liptrop there in lane 7. She's only 11. And she's certainly racing girls 3 years older than her.
Certainly say Minnie Littrot enjoys the 400 IM more than Izzy, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't think her older sister is keen on 400 IMs.
Dad gives a shake of the head and then a nod of approval with that comment, for sure.
Okay, the end of the first 100 metres. It looks like lanes 2, 3, 7. There's some pretty close racing there. Had some real strong performances yesterday from the Wirral Metro squad. And it looks like a couple of their ladies there just taking, certainly lane 2 I think is going to take that provisional touchdown there. 2, yeah it is. It's Beth and James from Isle of Liptrop. 1/10 of a second. 3 years and a 1/10 of a second difference. I know we said it earlier, but as I say, backstroke and breaststroke are the real telling legs on these IMs, particularly on 400s. You gotta have a really good base level fitness to be able to do a 400 IM. Just coming under the flags here, there's only half a stroke in it. And it is, yeah, there is 0.4 of a second difference between lane 2 with Beth and James and Isla Liptrop from City Liverpool. A few different contrasting breaststroke styles there. Some quite narrow whip kicks going on there, and certainly lane 7. Looks like over there in lane 5. That's Lily Rose Unwin from Stockport Metro, who's having a very strong breaststroke leg there. She's bringing herself back into contention. Interesting to see who's going to touch down there, and also the other Wirral Metro swimmer. That's Ava Halliwell in lane 3. She's caught a teammate up. Who's going to touch down there first? It's Lily Rose Unwin, then it's Isla Littrot. Then it's still Beth and James, followed by Ava Halliwell. Just a 1/10 of a second difference between those two. I see the Wirral Metro coach there looking on, pensively watching his two swimmers. That's Craig Pickering. But a stonking swim there from the Stockport Metro swimmer in lane 5. That's Lily Rose Unwin. But Isla Littrot there from City Liverpool, lane 7. What she can do on the freestyle. Can she catch up the older swimmer? She's only 11. I don't think she cares though. She's going for it. She's kicking her legs. And again over there in lane 3, Ava Halliwell from Wirral Metro. Got about 60 metres to go there for Lily Rose. Just coming into a final turn. She's going to turn in 5:01.61. And it is Ava Halliwell in 5:06.42. About half a second behind Isla Liptrot. And they're lane 7. So as it stands, we've got Stockport Metro, Wirral Metro, and then City Liverpool. Here are your top 3 swimmers. Quite a far way ahead, but such a strong breaststroke freestyle leg there from Lily Rose Unwin. Just coming onto the flags with 5 metres to go. She's going to touch the time of 5:37.68. Wirral Metro, very strong leg there. Ava Halliwell, 5:42.57. And young Isla Liptrot, 5:46.40. Yeah, she's quite red in the face there. Bless her.
All right, so we'll just wait for all of that to be confirmed. As soon as it is, we have a short break from the advertised swimming to bring you a swim off. Ladies and gentlemen, this swim off is for the final position in the final of the open males 200 metres breaststroke in the 13 years age group. In lane number 4 from Ramsbottom, give him a big cheer, Samuel Wilson, sorry. And in lane 5 from City of Liverpool, James Graham. So off we go with our swim off. In the heats, both of these gentlemen went a time of 2:39.69. So we'll keep an eye on that. In the heats, it was Samuel Wilson who went out the quicker, but at the moment, I say James Graham has taken the initiative through the first 25 metres. Look at that, that's a great shot for everybody at home watching that. These two gentlemen going for it down the first 50 metres. Crazy thing is, for one of these two, whoever wins, they're going to be back in the pool probably in around about 15, 20 minutes time, at the most, actually, in the final. So big effort, but here at the first turn, it is, let me say James Graham, he turns first, got a decent lead. As I said, this morning, it was Samuel Wilson in the lead at this point. In fact, in the heat, Samuel Wilson at this point had around about a second lead over James Graham. So still going well, both of these, as we come up to our halfway turn. James Graham of City of Liverpool. He's round about a James Graham body length lead. As we said, from Ramsbottom, Samuel Wilson. James Graham this morning turned at 1:18.52. He turns at 1:16. He's well in front of himself from this morning. Now it'll be interesting to see, because as we said this morning, obviously James Graham would have come back quicker. But at the moment, as I said, he's got himself a sizable lead. We'll see if Samuel Wilson of Ramsbottom can do anything about that. As we said, the times this morning were 2:39.69. And as we said, whoever wins this one gets the prize of swimming again very shortly in the final. So as he turns to home then, lots of support from Liverpool and Ramsbottom swimmers down the turning end there at the scoreboard. Like we said, unless something drastic happens here, it looks like it is going to be City of Liverpool's James Graham. 25 metres to go, just looks to be tiring a little bit. Samuel Wilson, as we said, trying everything he can. But at this point, I think James Graham has done the work in the first 100. So in towards the final 5 metres they come. As we said this morning, he went 2:39.69. Going to be round that again. But James Graham gets there 2:38.80. Samuel Wilson comes under the flags, and he gets the time of 2:44.83. So again, just wait for all of that to be confirmed, and as soon as we do, we'll go back to event 606, the females 14 years and under, 400 metres individual medley. This will be heat 5.
In lane 1, we have Mia Robinson from Southport. Lane 2, Sophia Hewlett from Bevington. Lane 3, Kira Johnson, Wigan Best. Lane 4, Elizabeth Adam, Leyland Barracudas. Lane 5, Olivia Knox, Wigan Best. Lane 6, Smiley Rose Garrett, City Liverpool. Lane 7, Alana Donlan from Warriors of Warrington. And in lane 8, Harper Aspinall from Wirral Metro. Look at that first 50 metres. Looks like lane 7. That's Alana Donlan from Warriors of Warrington. Taking a slight lead there, but the rest of the field is not much in it. I think in the individuals, Alana Donlan did do well on a fly. Question is on these IMs is what they're like on the rest of them. So moving on to the backstroke leg next. Just coming under the flags there is Alana Donlan from lane 4 and 1, which is Mia and Elizabeth.
Just a very quick reminder for our female swimmers. One of you has lost a race suit, or you're not sure where it is. We've got it up in the commentary box. So if you've lost an arena race suit, please come and see us up in the commentary, and you can have it back. Again, it is not a cheap one, so please make sure you check your bags, have a little look, but one of you has left a race suit in the changing rooms. Thank you. You might have ripped the tag out, some of them do, don't they?
Just coming up to the 25 metres to go. Looks like the swimmer there in lane 5. That's Olivia Knox from Wigan Best, has had a strong backstroke leg. Still, Lana Donlan just got a nose in the lead there. Could be a good scrap here between Wigan Best and Warriors of Warrington. Just to my fellow commentator, there's 2 rugby league towns. Good turn there for the Wigan Best swimmer. Not sure where they stand in rugby league at minute between those two.
Well, obviously the club from Wigan are slightly better than the club from Warrington at the moment.
I don't know. Not really care either.
No,
okay, so Wigan Best swimming there in lane 5. Here's Olivia Knox. She's having a strong breaststroke like there, but Alana Donlan's not giving up. Could be all to play for, and see who's got the training under the belt, and see who's got the heart and lung capacity and the CV fitness to scream down that 100 metres freestyle. And they're only separated there by 0.7 of a second. One stroke, really.
Coaches, team managers, very quickly, if you know you have finalists in the open male 50 breaststroke or the females 50 fly, if you can send them to marshalling now. We are trying to get the finals lists completed. Obviously, with that swim off, it's just being held back slightly. But if you know you have finalists in the open male 50 breaststroke and the female 50 fly, please send them to marshalling now, please.
Look at lanes 4 and 6. That's Elizabeth Adam and Marley Rose Garrett. They've had a strong breaststroke leg. Bring yourselves into contention with the Wigan and Warriors swimmers there. That's Alana and Olivia. Could be in for a good scrap here. And it's still the Wigan Best swimmer, Olivia Knox from Alana Donlan, closely followed by Elizabeth Adam and Marley Rose Garrett from City of Liverpool. Strong leg kick there from the Warriors of Warrington swimmer, Alana. Kicking legs hard and fighting. Looks like over there in lane 4, Elizabeth Adam from Leyland Barracudas. Let's just get the slight drop on Marley Rose Garrett from City of Liverpool, but certainly looks like coming into the final turn, it's the Wigan Best swimmer, Olivia Knox, 4:49.02. And again, and about 0.6 of a second behind, you got Lana Donlan from Warriors of Warrington. Both 13 years of age. Harper Aspin all out there in lane 8. She's a 12-year-old. The rest are pretty much 13 or 14. But it's going to be in a good old scrap here, and it's going to be the Wigan Best swimmer looking at this with about 8 metres to go. Olivia Knox kicking home for the finish, 5 metres. What was her entry time? 5:29.80, and she's going to touch the time of 5:25.09, followed by Alana Donlan, 5:27.72, and then Elizabeth Adam, 5:28.94. Massive PBs there from those top 3 girls. Those results have been confirmed. Moving on to Heat 6.
Okay, before we get into the action here in the final heat of the morning, let's just give you a quick reminder of warm-up times this afternoon. Warm-ups begin at 1 o'clock. That's 1 till 1:30 for the females, 1:30 till 2 o'clock for the open males, And we'll start the final session of this year's regional championships at 2 o'clock with more relays. Anyway, let's not detract from what is going to be a fantastic final heat here. And in lane 1 from the Warriors of Warrington is Emily Tabben. Lane 2 from City of Manchester Aquatics, Kerry Sullivan. Lane 3 from the Warriors of Warrington, Emily Hall. Lane 4 from the Warriors of Warrington, Iris Hurst. Lane 5 from City of Liverpool, Martha Subnall. Lane 6 from City of Salford is Autumn Claxton. Lane 7 from Wirral Metro, Vivian Wilkinson. And also from Wirral Metro in lane 8, Lauren Berry. Again, what have we got here for you? Well, Autumn Claxton in 6, Vivian Wilkinson is 7, above 13. Everybody else is 14. And as mentioned a little earlier on, Iris Hurst, our fastest engine here, with a phenomenal time of 5 minutes 8.60. So we'll see if Iris can beat that, or better it, should I say, as she's leading the way onto the backstroke. She turned a 108.78. Martha Subnall next at 110.38. And then Emily Hall was at 110.79. I say at home, you just start to see those the diagonal line coming very closer to us. When you tell us at home, it'll be from the middle of the screen down to your right-hand side. As I said, trying to form that spearhead, but some of the swimmers in the outside lanes are not letting it happen because they're swimming well at this moment in time. But it is Iris Hurst, 148.85 at that turn. As we said, Iris, not just Iris actually, plenty of the swimmers in this heat with times very comfortably sat in both British and English. And as we said, they'll be making their way over the Peak District or the M62 and the M1 down to Sheffield. The City of Steel and the amazing Ponsforge. Do love that pool every time I walk in. It's a fantastic venue. Maybe not so much. No, I'm not going to say it. Love the City of Sheffield as well. Always get to see plenty going on there. Well, onto the breaststroke we go, and it is still Iris Hurst, 2:28.10. Gives herself a 3.5 second lead over Martha Subnall. Then Emily Hall at 2:34.99. Autumn Claxton running fourth at 2:35.13. Yeah, so we keep talking about those British Championships. They take place between the 20th and 26th of July. English Championships, 29th of July till the 3rd of August. The Scottish, they're up in Aberdeen on the 11th to the 14th of July. And the Swim Wales Summer Meet is in Swansea, and that's the 1st to the 5th of August. As we said, I do know for a fact the British and English have now released the schedule. So everybody's having a little look, see how many nights in hotels they need to book and how much of a loan they need to take out to pay for that. And as we said, it'll be an headache, most certainly, for Iris Hurst's parents. They're going to be over there for quite a while. And still, as we said, dominating and leading the way in the final heat of this event. Have a little look at the time that she turns on onto her freestyle as a reminder. Yeah, as a reminder, entry time of 5:08.60. Martha Subnall, though, of Liverpool, says definitely broke into that lead a little bit there. She turns at 4:05.38. And then Emily Hall now third at 4:10.78. So it's going to be interesting here. As we said, you're going to have Iris against the clock, see how she goes. Going to have to put in a great 100 time to get underneath her entry time. You've still got Martha Subnall second, then running third is Emily Hall. Emily Tabben of the Warriors of Warrington is going well. Not far behind them, Kerry Sullivan in 2, and then in lane 6, 7 and 8, well, they're having a mini battle themselves.
.25 metres to go, and it's Iris Hurst from Warriors of Warrington. Had a standout swim yesterday on a 800. Doesn't seem to have impacted her today. Just coming under the flags, getting chased down by Martha Subnall. Touch the time off. That's 5:12.68. Then Martha Sumnall, 5:17.48. Emily Hall, 5:21.63. Good finish there in lane 6. That's Autumn Claxton from City of Salford. The results are on the board there, as you can see, confirmed. Disqualification in lane 2 for a technical infraction. Okay, looks like we're ready to get into the finals. Can't see any swimmers yet. Marshallers would like to send up the event 6:07. This is the final of the open male 11-12 years 50 meters breaststroke. Boys just getting themselves ready. And moving up. In lane 1 we have from City of Salford, Aaron Gans. In lane 2 from Leyland Barracudas, Daniel Wazowski. In lane 3 from City Liverpool, Eric Bow. In lane 4 from Trafford Metro, Michael Pajanto. Also from Trafford Metro in lane 5 is Andrew Wu. In lane 6 from City Liverpool, William Stamper. In 7 from Blackpool Aquatics, Oscar O'Connell. And in lane 8 from Trafford Metro, Tristan Carrasco Ruiz. These are your finalists for the 11-12-year-old 50 metres breaststroke final.
Big start there from Andrew Wu in lane 5. Also 6 in William Stamper. In the heats, it was Michael Pajanto at 38.89 who led the way. Through 25 metres at the moment, lanes 3, 4 and 5 are in a straight line. There your front 3, lanes 1 and 2 trying to fight back. William Stamper's still there as well, but coming through strongly is Michael Pajanto in lane 4. 2 Trafford Metro swimmers, looks like they're leading the way. They are. Under the flags they come. Michael Pajanto gets there 38.06. Andrew Wu 39.01. And Eric Bow from City of Liverpool 39.53. We move on to event 608, the open male 13 years 50 metre breaststroke final. Introducing your finalists. In lane number 1 from Knutsford, William O'Brien. In lane 2 from the Isle of Man, Carter Neal. In lane 3 from Charlie Marlins, Jack Calderbank. In lane 4 from the Isle of Man, Jacob Jaganski. In lane 5 from Winsford, George Pierce. In lane 6 from Bolton Metro, Ethan Blythe. In lane 7 from Southport, Logan Byrne. And in lane number 8 from Preston, Ruben Schofield. This is the final of the open male 13 years 50 metre breaststroke.
Swimmers are away. And the underwater phase. One or two went a little bit deep there, but out of the traps, it looks like lane 5. That's George Pierce from Winsford. However, lane 4, that's Jacob from the Isle of Man. He's really fast stroke rate. He's catching up. And lane 3 as well. Jake Calderbank from Chorley Marlins. From my position here, it looks like 3, 4, and 5. I think it is going to be 5. It's just going to touch first. Let's have a little look. It is lane 5, 35.24 with George Pierce. Then lane 4, Jacob Kaczynski from the Isle of Man, 35.72. Then 36.22, Jake Calderbank from Chorley Marlins. Those results being confirmed. Moving on to the next final. Okay, this is the final of event 609. It's the open male 14 years, 50 metres breaststroke. Doesn't look like there's anyone in one. So in lane 2, we have Rocco Wilson from Cockermouth. In lane 3, from Stockport Metro, Joseph Standard. In 4, from Ramsbottom, Cormac Whiteley. In 5, from Stockport Metro, it's Mir Aldebak. In 6, from the Isle of Man, is James Farnan. In 7, from Copeland, Freddie Sutton. And in lane 8, from the City of Liverpool, it's Bailey Nixon. These are your finalists, the open male 14 years, 50 metres breaststroke final.
So off we go with this final. In the heats, it was Cormac Whiteley, 32.96. From Mia Alderback at 33.22. Lots of noise from Ramsbottom as they introduced the swimmer. But at the minute, Mia Alderback has gone out quickly. Trying to respond is Cormac Whiteley. And he's coming, with 15 metres left. It's going to be a great finish, this. Lanes 2 and 3 are going well, but 4 and 5 are your leaders. Mia Alderback, it looks as if he's going to get this one. No stopping him in a time of 33.13. Cormac Whiteley, 33.55. And Joseph Standard gets her third in 34.49. that was great. We now move on to event 610, the female 11 and 12 years 50 metre butterfly final. Introducing your finalists. In lane 1, from Cockermouth, Esme Wilson. In lane 2, from City of Chester, Neve Baker. In lane 3, from Ramsbottom, Rosie Byrne. In lane 4, from Leyland Barracudas, Elsie Kay. In lane 5, from Preston, Bethany McWembury. In lane 6, from Bolton Metro, Esme Moore. In lane 7, from Trafford Metro, Evie Webster. And in lane number 8, from Wirral Metro, Harper Aspinall. This is the final, the females 11 and 12 years, 50 metre butterfly.
And they're off. Blinker, you'll miss it. 50 metres butterfly. As coming out to the 25 metres, looks like lanes 4 and 5. Closely followed by 3. I think it's going to be lane 2's going well there as well, but certainly looks like lane 4. That's LCK. Leyland Barracudas, followed by Bethany. Who's going to get that touch? It is. It's LTK, followed by Bethany. And third place goes to Esme Moore from Bolton Metro. Some great times there. 31.6, 31.94, and 33.06.
Leyland just went crazy down at that finish end. Well done.
Looks like those results have been confirmed. Moving on to the next final. Introduce your finalists for event 611, the females 13 years 50 metres butterfly. In lane 1 from Carnforth, Jennifer McMillan. In 2 from Clitheroe, Imogen Clarkson. In 3 from Blackpool Aquatics, Holly Warburton. In 4 from Stockport Metro, Viana Seffi. In 5 from Carlisle Aquatics, it's Rihanna Harper. In 6 from Wirral Metro, it's Ellie Jackson. In 7, also for Wirral Metro, is Vivian Wilkinson. And in lane 8 is Alexia Callan from Lancaster. These are your finalists for the 13-year-old 50 metres butterfly final.
So in the heats, it was Viana Seffi, 30.88, who led the way. Jennifer McMillan in lane 1 has got out quick, and she's just taken my my new favourite poles before a final status in this session anyway. But moving back into the middle of the pool, you've got Viana Seffi as well as Rihanna Harper, but lanes 1 and 2 also going very well. Through into final 15 metres. As we said, Viana Seffi was 30.88 this morning. She's leading the way from Rihanna Harper. There you two. Whoever gets third, it's going to be very close. But Viana Seffi, 30.22. Rihanna Harper, 30.95. And it is Jennifer McMillan. Big splash in the water, hands up in the air. She gets third in a time of 31.61. And that is already confirmed. We move on to event 612, the females 14 years 50 metre butterfly final. Introducing your finalists. In lane 1 from Penrith, Isabella Fowles. In lane 2 from Trafford Metro, Zoe Rogers. In lane 3 from City of Manchester Aquatics, Veronica Rozwaska. In lane 4 from Winsford, Kate Schingler. In lane 5 from Prescott, Isabel Carter. In lane 6 from Bury and Elton, Holly Baker. In lane 7 from Stockport Metro, Megan Ormiston. And in lane 8 from Stretford, Olivia Rowland. This is the final of the 14 years females 50 metre butterfly.
And they're off. And the water phase there, they're already at 10 metres. So it looks like lane 4 is just slightly inching ahead there. Really not much on it. Look at 7 and 8, they're going well as well. But the swimmer there in lane 4, that's Kate Schillinger from Winsford. Really going to be a tight finish. It's really hard to tell here from this distance whether it's going to be 3 or 5, but it is. Kate Schillinger's first, second is Isabel Carter from Prescott, and third place goes to Veronica Rozerska from City of Manchester. Time of 29.21, 29.96 for Isabel, and 30.47 for Veronica. Those results have been confirmed. And we're just about to move on to our final set of finals. So introduce your finalists for event 613, which is the open male 11-12 years, 200 metres backstroke. In lane 1 from Warriors of Warrington, Ethan Craven. In lane 2 from Ramsbottom, Anthony Zima. In lane 3 from Altrincham, Luca White. In lane 4 from Stockport Metro, Jacob Thistlewood. In lane 5 from Ramsbottom, Harrison Burgess. In 6 from City of Liverpool, Thomas Ball. In 7 from Wigan Best, it's James Bowers. And finally in lane 8 from Lancaster, it's Samuel Higginbottom. These are your finalists for the open male 11-12 years 200 metres backstroke final.
So in the heats, Jacob Thistlewood was quickest, 2:35.23. He was followed by Harrison Burgess at 2:37 and then Luca White at 2:45. The rest of the swimmers were all still close, all on 2:46s, 2:47s. Yeah, out quickly though it is. Jacob Thistlewood had a great couple of weekends. This looks to be continuing here in this final. Some of the, as we said, some of the poses as we introduce the swimmers on the finals have been fantastic. Love James Boyers there. Wonder what movie calls that. I call it the jellyfish. Not entirely sure. I need to make sure I ask him when I see him. Also love the artwork on Samuel Higginbottom in lane 8 as well. Lancaster wrote across his chest. Love how the swimmers have lots of fun down on poolside with their teammates and coaches and team managers alike. It is great to see, and again, the atmosphere in here for the finals has been absolutely fantastic so far. But again, at the moment, it is Jacob Thistlewood of Stockport Metro, and he is he's leading the way by an absolute distance. It is Luca White, actually, of Altrincham at this point. He's in 3. Although, Harrison Burgess is coming back strongly as they turn at the halfway mark. Again, we haven't read any of the results out to you yet. We'll do that at the end of the finals, just so we don't miss any of this racing action. But at the moment, Jacob Thistlewood, as I said, is just out there, way in front of him, anybody else in the final. Entry time of 2:35.23. Next, now, does look like Harrison Burgess of Ramsbottom, although Luca White of Altrincham is still right there with him. This closest side of the pool on the stream at home, 6, 7 and 8 are all entwined in a battle there as well. But as he turns to home, Jacob Thistlewood, 1:54.38 at the turn. Is followed by Harrison Burgess at 2 minutes, 0.48. And then Luca White, still your top 3. So 25 metres to go for Jacob Thistlewood. As we said, entry time at heat time at 2:35. Harrison Burgess now moving away comfortably into second place. I did mention Luca White was in 3rd. Lanes 6, 7 and 8 are doing absolutely everything they can, as well as 2 to track him down. I think they're going to run out of pool. But Jacob Thistlewood, 2:33.02, 2 seconds quicker than this morning. Harrison Burgess, 2 minutes 40.09. And it is Luca White in 2:43.63. So all of our swimmers are in there. We just wait for all of that to be confirmed. And it pretty much is. So we'll be moving on very shortly to our penultimate final of the morning. Okay, we move on to event 614, the open male 13 years, 200 metres backstroke final. Introducing your finalists. In lane 1, from Aquabirds, Archie McLaren. In lane 2, from Cockermouth, Farron Bigrig. In lane 3, from Southport, Phil Finley Byrne. In lane 4 from Altrincham, Thomas Rickles. In lane 5 from Bolton Metro, Ethan Blythe. In lane 6 from City of Liverpool, Dylan Gregory. In lane 7 from Blackpool Aquatics, Gabriel Barnett. And in lane 8 he returns from City of Liverpool, James Graham. This is the final of the Open Mill 13 years 200 metres backstroke.
And all the swimmers are away. 200 backstroke. Just keep an eye on James Graham there, lane 8. He's only just done the 200 backstroke swim off. He's got his third 200 backstroke of the day to do. Interesting to see how his legs hold out with that one. But coming down to the first 50 metres, again, lanes 3, 4 and 5 look like the early leaders. I think lane 5 is just going to turn first. And it is. It's Ethan Blythe from Finley Byrne and followed by Thomas Rickles. "125 metres to go and it's still lanes 3, 4 and 5. That's Finley, Thomas and Ethan. Really not much there, it's just a stroke in it really. Sometimes that's just the rotation speed from the shoulders. Now coming onto the flags. We had Ethan just touching down the far end. And it is now Thomas Rickles. Just 0.2 ahead of Ethan Blythe, followed by Finley Byrne and Southport. Oh, good turn there by Thomas Rickles. Got about 75 metres to go. And look from my perch here that Thomas Rickles is slightly in the lead. And lane 3. Finley's had a good leg there. Really not much in it there. We're just talking about 0.28 of a second. That's quarter of a second. Strong turn there from the Southport swimmer of Finley Byrne. Made a little bit of an inroad into Thomas Rickles' lead there. 25 metres to go. It's a straight up fight between Southport and Altrincham. That's Thomas Rickles and Finley Byrne. I can see Thomas's dad with his head in his hands. 5 metres to go. And looks like Thomas Rickles is going to get the touch. 2:25 flats, followed by 2:25.45 for Finley Byrne. And third place, Ethan Blythe from Bolton Metro, 2:27.46. Okay, we're just moving on to the final of this morning's session, which is event 615, which is the Open Male 14 years, 200 metres backstroke. And introducing your finalists. In lane 1 from Halton, you have Daniel Horton Butler. In lane 2 from Southport, Harrison Dale. In 3 from Wigan Best, James Vaughan. He's joined by his teammate in lane 4, Cole Hood, also from Wigan Best. In 5 from St Helens, it's Hayden Battle. In 6 from Trafford Metro, it's Elliot Hughes. In 7 from Ramsbottom, Ben Saxby. And in lane 8 from Wigan Best, it's Daniel Barton. These are your finalists for the Open Male 14 years, 200 metres backstroke final.
So off we go. And before we do get to the, as we said, the juicy bit of this final, let's just remind you one more time of warm-ups. Warm-ups beginning around about 50 minutes time. That'll be the females from 1 o'clock till 1:30. From 1:30 till 2 o'clock is the open males. And we start racing for the final session of this year's regional championships at 2 o'clock. Okay, in the heats then, it was Cole Hood who led the way, 2:26.04. Hayden Battle was 2:26.10. James Vaughan was 2:26.38, and Elliot Hughes was 2:26.84. You've got swimmers in here as well who probably didn't hit the times that they can, so we'll keep an eye out on the outside lanes as well. And at the moment, one of them, as we said, is Dan Barton. He's going well, as is Cole Hood, teammates. As we said, from Wigan Best, Ramsbottom, Ben Saxby. Also there is Elliot Hughes and St Helens Hayden Battle. Cheeky smile from Hayden as he was at the blocks. We'll see what happens here though. But as we're coming through, as we said, the first 100 metres, it looks like Cole Hood is going to turn first, although Elliot Hughes will be right with him. It is Cole Hood, 1:09.94. Elliot Hughes, 1:10.59. Then it was Hayden Battle, 1:10.90. James Vaughan and Dan Barton were both 1:11s at the turn. Well, at the moment, your front two is Wigan's Cole Hood. He's being trapped by St Helens Hayden Battle. Who's the best at rugby? Saying nothing on that one. Going to end up with a world of trouble if I do. But at the moment, it is in the pool. Cole Hood leading the way from Hayden Battle. Turning for home, 1:47.50. Hayden Battle, 1:48.35. James Vaughan in a 1:49. Elliot Hughes and Dan Barton still not out of contention on a 1:50 turn. So here we go, coming down towards, as we said, the final 25 metres. Still Cole Hood leading the way from Hayden Battle. Dan Barton in 8, as well as Ben Saxby in 7, coming through quickly. James Vaughan's not gone away either. James Vaughan's coming through strongly, up in 3. But underneath the flags we go. Is it going to be Cole Hood or Hayden Battle? All on the finish. This is going to be. We go to Hayden Battle, 2:24.78. Cole Hood, 2:25.11. And James Vaughan, 2:26.39. It's confirmed. Ladies and gentlemen, a great way to finish off session 11. Yeah, exactly. One word to describe those finals. Wow.
Wow.
Officials, thank you very much. Once you are ready to do so, you may now leave poolside. And we have a lot of results to read out for you. So I'll start off very quickly with the females 400 metres individual medley. In the 11 and 12 years age group, in third place from Trafford Metro was Evie Webster. Second place from City of Liverpool was Isla Liptrot. The winner of that one from Wirral Metro was Harper Aspinall. In the 13 years age group, in third place from Wirral Metro, Vivian Wilkinson. Second place from City of Salford, Autumn Claxton. The winner of that one from Wigan Best was Olivia Knox. And in the 14 years age group, in third place from